Okay,
Hackett.
I have a question. So is there anything put into place to do a preliminary count to see if this thing even has a chance of going over?
It will happen. Once we get our volunteers, we're going to send them out and ask people yes or no. That's going to be our preliminary count. 'Cause I don't know any other way we could get it.
But right now, it's too early
Yeah.
to really get a count, because it's only been
Just
a
an
couple
organizational phase.
Right,
From,
but see, I
from
think
my
if
experience as an individual, and you conduct your own test, once you have this information now, I have no one that has told me no yet within Weston Ranch that I know of.
so when we do the preliminary, when we get out on the ground, that is when we need to take the voter cards with us. Because if they're on the fence, we're gonna say, well, if you're on the fence, we still want you to be registered here and do it
Exactly.
at that phase instead of getting later on
Yeah,
to
but you need them
where.
even before, you need them like right now today, this minute, the cheat sheets. You need them now.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I'm not
Why don't
talking
you
about
write one up
cheat
for
sheets
us?
though.
And then we'll print it up. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm talking about voter
Because I thought
registration
you
cards is what I'm
were-
talking
Can
about.
you work
We
it
gotta
out?
do that way beforehand, because they're not gonna sit there and fill this out and fill this
Right here.
out right
Whatever
then.
we got
It's
here,
gonna be
put
too
it on the
much.
cheat sheet.
They're not gonna wanna do it.
I
Whatever
don't
we
see that
have.
as being a benefit.
So I don't know, do you have any information? We don't have any numbers to give you.
Yeah, and I can work on it this weekend. I'll try to get to you by the end of the weekend.
Okay.
That's fine.
For one thing we know for sure, your utility bills are gonna go down. Okay? We pay utility tax to the city of Stockton, that's gonna stop. Okay? Right now, I put my phone under my wife's family's address because I have to pay like $4 less a bill.
You work the system.
So you're like
Okay?
telling everyone you're a liar.
Where in the law does it say I have to use my
He's
home
working the
address on my cell phone bill?
What's up with that?
For $1, I'll let you use her parents' address. So, but your utility taxes, that's your phone, your cable, your cell phones, all your utilities are gonna be reduced because that fee, which is put on all the utilities, 8%, that fee is taken off.
What about, if you have
See, and that's the kind of stuff that we need on
solar
the
on
cheat sheet.
your roof, how does that bill go down or does it stay the same?
Oh,
Because that's
Solar on
not
the roof
PG&E.
shouldn't,
That's not PG&E.
it doesn't affect that at all. It's through PG&E.
But you still have PG&E, like.
You still pay PG&E under it.
Ours isn't PG&E.
Oh, no?
You're off the grid?
Yes.
You
and no.
purchased.
If you ever use any electricity through PG&E, you are on PG&E, you just don't realize it.
You know what though?
Well, no, I know I am, but we don't.
And you know, even in the months, because we have solar panels on it, even in the months when you don't use any electricity from PG&E, you know, they still get to charge you minimum.
I got some teenagers.
Yeah, you don't want to ever get.
So sales tax is gonna go down. So sales tax on any place you shop within Weston Ranch will go down. We won't be paying the 10% now? 9?
Nice.
That would be if you guys choose
Okay,
to.
but it will also go down if you buy anything over the internet. Okay, so the sales tax will go down for you when you buy those.
Because now, so when we go to county, our zip code automatically changes? Or-
I'm not sure how that, I don't know how
Because
that.
otherwise you would be paying.
Probably gonna have to change
Paying, what?
the
The
taxes.
tax.
Because 95206 is not just Weston Ranch, it's
No, right, you pay the utility tax you need?
No, what about you said on the internet?
internets.
They're supposed to go by your street address, and when they put your street address
It'll
into,
come up county.
it comes out county or city, and then you get charged that tax. Landscape, I think the landscape's gonna be improved. Better able to focus on community needs. So I think if we're not being a small part of Stockton's issues, we're just gonna have Weston Ranch's issues that we can address and not be, oh, well, we can't take care of your swimming pools because right now we're taking care of your canal. Right? So I think we'll be able to zone in a little bit more to what our needs are in this community and not have them supplanted or people put us behind because they want other issues to be addressed. For example, Spanos Park gets everything they want because Spanos is a very influential company. It's not, and so we ask for something, and Spanos asks for something, Spanos is gonna get it. We're not gonna be up against Spanos anymore.
Most of the complaints in Weston Ranch, or a fair share of it, is the fact that we don't have our own community center slash pool slash tennis court slash whatever.
Right.
So how much,
We did have one.
how much difficulty would we have in getting them through the county built actually here adjacent? Not necessarily in, well, we couldn't build it in Weston Ranch, but at least adjacent to Weston Ranch.
We would have to voice that to the county, and they would have to decide to do that. But we did have a community center, beautiful community center, with a huge pond around it.
But that was not ours. That belonged to the, well, at one time, B of A owned it, I don't know.
But it was,
Is that the one that was ripped out?
it was ripped, they ripped it
That's what
down.
you're talking about?
That was the sales pavilion though. It was,
There was a restaurant and stuff.
There's a restaurant in it.
no.
There was a kitchen upstairs, I saw it.
Very, 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 very small. It wasn't big at all.
Well,
It was like
we saw it, we were in it, the salespeople, when we were in it, gave us $150 to sit through some presentation from Centex Homes. It was a beautiful building. Be more attractive for business, we talked about that because our sales tax will be less. Okay, here's the one con I got at the last meeting was that Stockton subsidized some of the Little League and youth programs, okay?
No, they don't.
That's what somebody told me. And so I added it because somebody said that they subsidize
We
it, so.
pay $110 a child for Little League. They supply pants, socks, a shirt, a hat. That's it.
What somebody told me, and I don't know,
No.
is that
And then we have
when we
to
pay
also sell
$110 in
$125 of
Stockton,
candy.
in Manteca, they pay $125.
I've never heard of a Little League that pays anything. Maybe $40,
So
$60.
should I take it off?
Yeah.
The
I don't know.
YMCA is
Well-
according to your income, though. That's when people that kind of.
Yeah, but YMCA has nothing to do with Stockton. I was on that board.
Okay, so then I open it up because I have no other cons, so what cons can you guys imagine? The uncertainty, well, somebody brought that up.
They're gonna give us speeding tickets until we finish this. And if we don't, they're gonna give us speeding tickets.
Well, of course, the point there being, don't go speeding down Ishigota.
There you go.
I don't speed on it, but I figure they're gonna pull me over anyways, because they know my driver's license plate by heart.
Richard and I are getting pulled over every night.
They gonna get that little electric car.
Especially when we're riding together, it makes it so much quicker.
So anything, you guys, what can I say? I've racked my brain, I can't come up with anything, yes.
No, really. Well, actually, there is a con, but I'll ask my other question first. If we succeed in this, and as it happens, we become part of the county, how soon or right after that can we be our own separate entity and get back out of there?
It's the same process, signatures, incorporation is a lot more difficult because you're gonna have to have elected officials, you're gonna have, Mountain House has been trying this for years. It's not an easy process.
Okay, and that leads me to another question. What about, right now we have code enforcements for City of Stockton, which, excuse me, they're just so understaffed.
We have that?
They're just so, excuse me, they're just so understaffed that they can't possibly come out and cite somebody for having, an RV in the front yard or, whatever.
Mattresses on mattresses.
How do we,
That was a big one.
get around that? Because we are out of control
How
right
do we
now.
get
It's kind of
around?
ridiculous.
What's the
because
question?
they have
What's the
to-
I know what the question is.
What do we use
What they pay for
in
it.
lieu of the City of Stockton code enforcement once we're in?
The county has code enforcement.
Yeah, but that's
Can
not
it get any,
my question.
can it get any worse?
Yes,
How?
actually.
The code enforcement could stop
Because the
showing up?
county codes are worse than the city codes.
I haven't looked at the county.
Okay, Larry.
Okay, well, I will tell you,
I mean, we're out of
my
control.
wife's parents
We're out of
live in
control.
the
We're out of
county.
control. We're out of control right now in
My-
Weston Ranch as far as code violations. I mean, I can drive around the streets, which I do daily, and I count.
Go to those county pockets, and take a look around. And then take a look around in any of those county pockets.
That's a good idea.
And see if the county is enforcing codes in those areas. Okay?
Can we
Check
get
it out.
a list of?
And then compare it to what is happening in Western Ranch and see if there's a difference.
Can we get a list of codes, from some entity?
All of them are online.
I can get them on Monday. I can get them. City versus county codes? Sure. I'll get
Dale,
'em Monday.
on the con,
I'll get it for you, Larry, don't bring it over here.
those subsidies are provided by Give Every Child a Chance.
Okay.
So you could leave that, but that's not from the city of Stockton, that's Give Every Child a Chance, which is the nonprofit that, is Manteca Unified School District.
So then it
But
really
what if
wouldn't
they
be
hear
a
in Stockton
con.
anyway?
It's not really a comment, if that's what it is. So, I will
It's
tell
not
you,
really a pro, it's not really a con.
this process, we had people who said they're gonna close our library, they're gonna do this. And as we checked all of these things out that were cons in the beginning, we found out that, no, they're not. That's not gonna happen. So we had to take all those off. We could take this one off. I'm opening up to anybody to come forward. And this was the question that I was asking the mayor about. What can the city do for us that the county can't also do the same thing for us? That's the pros and cons that we need to weigh out. If the city says, well, you're going to get a top-notch law enforcement agency, and the county only has deputies.
Now, other than taxes that you just mentioned there, like utility sales, landscaping,
Yeah.
whatever, other than those, our property taxes, I hope will stay virtually the same, right?
Those shouldn't change at all.
Okay, good.
Okay, so how can you help? My last slide
Well,
is,
she just asked a question, let me
Oh,
answer
okay.
that. If your property, if the market value of your property goes up, yes, it will increase your property taxes, even if you're in the county, because that's a Prop 13 statewide initiative from back in like 1980 or whatever it was. So,
so how can you help? We're losing people. I hope, did we pass around the sign-in sheet? Richard?
Yes.
Okay. So, it's almost over. You can sign up on our list. You can do that right now on your phone. If you send your name